Where we are standing now is the first intake, and it's got GPS. It's elevation at 1306. It's the best intake that we have. It's the intake that has a lot of water that is giving us down the stream. The east side of it, and that's the pipe that is taking the water to the seed tank. We put aggregates inside the seed tank. It helps us in the filtration process. Where we are standing now is the second intake, and this intake has two manholes. Yeah, this is our first manhole, and that is the second manhole. These two manholes helps us in the cleaning, because this is a long stretch on our intake too. All this wall you are seeing here has some water outlet, so we decided to cover a larger stream to help us capture good water. This is our second intake pipe. This pipe also leads to the seed tank. We join these pipes together, the first intake pipe and the second intake pipe, and one pipe leads to the seed tank. We shall edit. It's a human being. Elevation. Yeah. Like that. What you not like. This then this coverage here. Yeah, tell them never to see them, right? Okay, yes, if you're going to go over Where we are standing now is where we have the outlet pipes, and this is now the trench that is leading to the seed tank as we go down. That's as we flow. In the middle here, though I've not shown it, is where there is a T that is joining the first intake pipe and the second intake. So when we join it into a single pipe, it now leads to the seed tank that we are going to see down. Where I'm standing now is the middle point. That is from the intakes. We are now running down the sedimentation tank. Show this pipe. This is our intake. This pipe is now connected to the intake, the first intake and the second intake, and now putting the water into the shady tank. And we are using a 75 millimeter pipe. What we are seeing, you can make this more video. What we are seeing here now is our seed tank. This seed tank has two chambers. Inside of this chamber there are gravels, and then It helps us also to filter the water. That is filtration chamber, and then this one, the second chamber, it is the intake chamber that takes water now to the main pipe running down the Kabawale tank. Yeah. Our third tank, on the outlet, we still have some overflow. This is on our second chamber. It's a sign that we still have a ballast of some water. So if we can increase the volume of our pipe, where we reduce the 75 to 63, if we put more 75s, that means this ballast we are saying here is also going to be consumed by people who need this. Still, if you see down, it's a sign that there's still a lot of water. The stream is still giving us some water in it. So it means we still have some ballast that we can give to other villages that need. 2 or 6 villages can still consume the ballast that we have here. It has 2 control valves. It has a valve that is taking water to the Kabawale, the Mnyawan system, majorly the Kabawale tank. It has also a small pipe, 32mm pipe, that is taking water to the community tap that we are going to see either next. You can go down. We would have opened it, but we didn't come with the keys. We forgot the keys, but everything is in good order. We flow down. Where I'm standing now is the start point of our main line to Kabawale tank. This is where our 75mm pipe begins. We are going to see as we go down to the community tank. And I can explain. This is now our 75mm. It's near the community tap. This one is running the water up the Kabawale tank. And this one is our 32mm. It's now taking water to the community taps. They are outside, they're on the surface because of the origin. You can see the water that we still have in the stream. Still a lot of water. If we can go up again and recapture it, we shall be having good water that we need. And we can serve more than 10. And here. These are now the community taps that we put on a stream. Yeah, we have 2 heads and all are working well currently. And the people you're seeing next are the people that are collecting water from the taps that we made. People no longer even get water from the stream. They all now collect from the clean water that we made. We are doing a repair of one of the traps that was destroyed by one of the community members. Come on, chat. Chiristede petugenda.
Injeri nali ayini nje msezi makanika mwetini. Abitsibu ebya maetse itonge kaburi stoke tuwita bitsibu binene okwa maetse. Amaetse chabiri bya kitsibu kinene okwasunga omundu naenda ngwa mwerungu inalo 12 sheriwolo akibya kalwa inaikiraria kwa bukangara. Kandi amaetse nanalebira mwere mali ainje ngwa mundu ngapona eribinga balamira amaetse hanunge mushaneneria kandi amaetse nanalebira omwere mali ai. Inja chindwa ichi chikanyiponesa ya ingalwa ngairongo ngaringa ikirinywa bukangara kandi amaetse nanalebira omwere mali ai. Abana ngabe baba kambele bichinira hawa maetse kono nabere seba hayi ebukang omwerungu yangalonga ikirinywa maetse owachinira ingaloko hambunamo ebiri kwa bulwere obwe kolera kandi singutana chikume echanganyiherezya arende kusipatara omwere mali ayi.
Yeah, she has talked a long story. There are the same problems we're finding along the road because everyone along our pipeline is also requesting for clean drinking water. Where we are standing now is a village we call Soke. Our pipeline crosses this village, but we didn't leave any tap there. And these are people who are complaining as residents. They tell us, you crossed our gardens, we walk long distances looking for water. We even going to Kabole Tank. By the way, this village is near the Kabole Tank, so we are also moved long distance to Kabole Tank looking for good water, even when our line is passing through their gardens. So they are requesting that maybe we as a company, we should see how we can help them. Yeah, we can see someone else who can talk their problems. It's not us who invited them to talk, but they saw us with cameras and they know all the time they say we are the watermen. So when they see us, everybody comes across us and tells us, what's the problem? You say you give us water. For us, we don't have. What's missing? But I think we still have a lot to do because we have a lot of community that we can help. Anyway, they are right because when we started the project, all along from the source, we have only the tap at the sources, but those fields we have crossed through the mountains. There's no tap along the main line. I think maybe there's something we can do and see how we can help these people. We can hear from the next resident. Today is the 8th of August and it is our 3rd day in the field. We are now beginning here at the Kabole Tank. We are going to show the taps, the distribution lines today. And here now I would like to show you the control valves that we are using here at the tank. We have this valve, this line, as you're seeing it, is leading to this tank. And we have also another control valve. This valve here for it is to take water to the Nyakiyumbu tank. So we have here a T. If you want to take only water to the Nyakiyumbu tank, we only just close the main to Kabole tank, and then all the water goes to Nyakiyumbu tank. For example, today is a day, because the tank is full, we now just open down and all the water will flow down to Nyakiyumbu tank. A very long clip. Now you can see this is our main manhole at the tank, and this is how we protect it. We covered our tank and we have a padlock. So every evening or every hour, our tank is ever closed, just to protect our water from anything that can happen to it by the community. So we are going to open it and we are going to see the inside, what was the quantity that we are going to give the community today. This tank is a small tank, but so helping, because the water that we are going to see by evening hour, it will be over. That's why we saw the control valves, because after that we close, we fill at night the tank, and during the day the water goes down to the Nyakiyumbu system. So now this is the open of the tank. This is the flow that we have. It's a daily flow. And our tank was full, but because we came late, they had opened the water. So already some water had gone to the community. And we have just turned it back to the tank just because we want to see our red flow. But we are going to put off so the water can go down to another Nyakiyumbu system. You open the valve, the down valve. Yeah. You can see when we open up the down valve, all the water goes down the down tank. That's the Nyakiyumbu system. So that's the quantity that we are going to supply the whole day to the Kabole system. And by evening, they'll have consumed the water, because It didn't rain yesterday. I suspect people will take good water today.
Ninja Agnes Ndrema, Ngashimara Tulatamata Wickeravio. It was a little from my river Navana to Katawa, Aquakangara. I got to go college.
Yeah, these women here at Yokonia Tap, they're appreciating the work of the company. They say they no longer walk long distances getting water from the stream, and these days they drink clean water. They are happy with your support. I think where we are standing, we are now in a water crisis village. The neighborhoods, they will have around more 8 villages which need taps. But the only way we can help them is to have a new tank, such that our stream can feed another tank, and that tank supplies water, safe drinking water, to another more 8 villages that need water. That's why you see here a lot of congestion of jerry cans. These people are coming from more extra villages. So I think we need something that we can do. We as a company, kaha company and Chamnywan Action for Rural Community Development, we are requesting the NGOs from outside world, the international NGOs, to come and help us so that we can also help the needy poor community in Nyakiyumbu sub-county. We are here in Kasese Trading Center, those center which has no water. It's the same center that we think if we put water in the empty reserve tank of Nyakiyumbu 2, it will be able to serve this trading center, including part of Nyakabale, Kawore, and the Renkuba villages. I think all these places need some clean, safe drinking water. Yeah. You rotate? Yeah, we are at our office in Mshenene Trading Center, and the Mshenene Trading Center is located in the Kabole system. We are doing a recap of what we have been narrating on the main line. We are going to see the way forward for the problems that we found on the lines. After the way forward, we shall look at the appreciations, then the requests. And our first way forward is to build a reserve tank of 200,000 liters along our main line. This will also work as a brake pressure tank. This tank, if it is built on our main line, it's going to help to feed the Kabole tank at the same time as it is feeding the Nyakiyumbu 2 tank. That's the empty tank that you have been seeing in the video that we have presented. It also going to help us to extend the water to more 10 villages, 8 to 10 villages that has water stress. The second way forward is to repipe using a 75 millimeter. And this is from the quarry, because when we reach at the quarry, we reduce from 75 to 63 millimeter. So it will be of advantage if we can put a 75 millimeter that's from the quarry up the Kabole tank, because it will help us to bring more water. The water that we see at the source, it will be helpful. All the water will be able to come to Kabole tank. The ballast goes to Nyakiyumbu 2 tank as we give Nyawande tank. The third way forward is extension to 2 more villages. This is the villages of Mishisho and Kore 4. But this one here, we are going to use the main line that is running to Nyawande tank, because the water can easily run on the main line minus even being in the tank, and it goes in the other villages which are near our main line. The fourth is running up an independent pipe of 40 and reduced by 32 along the hills we can put a 45 milliliter in our seed tank, and now we run it on the hills. Once we run it, we shall be able to put taps on the hills that we crosses. I think this one is designed to help the natives who have been crying that they are making security for pipes, but for them they don't have taps. And this is visible because along the hills there are no taps installed as yet. The fifth way forward is to write more proposal to funding agencies to help the company and the CDO, which we call the Champion Action for Rural Community Development, because they all work hand in hand in partnership with each other, so that we can get more funds to help us build the reserve tanks and extend the water to the needy community. We can now, that has been the way forward, and now we can look at the appreciations. The first appreciation we have, and the thanks, it goes to Howard Crook and family and friends who have been putting their 100% effort towards the construction of this water gravity scheme. Secondly, the appreciation goes to 1% Fund Vienna, Australia, this who also contributed towards the project construction. We also thank the government of Uganda who gave us the documents, to Kaha Company and Champion Action for Rural Community Development to operate the project. We also thank all the natives, the community, who welcomed the project and supported it in terms of labor, material. They did a lot of work, transportation of materials by their heads and backs to the source site. Now we can look at the requests that we request. We request everyone to contribute what he/she can so that the project is extended to other needy communities that have been narrated, more especially the construction, of a reserve tank at our own main line, so that it can feed the Kabawale and Nyakiyumbu 2 empty tank. Another problem was to purchase a 75 millimeter so that all water can run using a 75 millimeter pipe. That's from the source to Kabawale tank and Nyakiyumbu 2 tank, so that the water is extended to Mushisho, Kaore for using our own main line. This from the 2 tanks, that's Kabawale and the Nyakiyumbu 2 tank. Yeah, when we compile up the budget, we need 100,000 US dollars to solve the requested, so that all the problems can be solved on the system. And once we get this fund, then all the problems that we see along the sites can be solved. And I hope this can be done part by part. And I hope God will guide, and we shall be able to help the needy community. Yeah, the one narrating the story, I'm Karave Amos, the director, Kaha Company Limited, and the Champion Action for Rural Community Development. God bless everyone who's watching. I thank you. Bye. That's the last clip. Yeah. Maybe we make that and the overview. Let me talk about them, man. Give me camera, I can talk. Yeah, I came with 2 colleagues in my office. I have 2 friends that I've been working with. The one you see on a HP computer, he works as my the video editor. He has been helping me editing our video. And the next, for him, he's our schema tenant. He works all the time, moving over line. They are from field and they phone me compiling the report that we can see. I think we're not able to show the cameraman, but we shall show him still at the end of the clip. Thank you.